to our channel. So today, we're going to talk about philosophy, its branches, and one of the most famous French philosopher and considered as the father of modern philosophy, Rene Descartes. Without further ado, let's get into philosophy.
What is philosophy? The term philosophy means love of wisdom. In a broad sense, philosophy is an activity people undertake when they seek to understand fundamental truths about themselves, the world in which they live, and their relationships to the world and to each other.
These are the branches of philosophy: metaphysics, epistemology, ethics, and logic.
Metaphysics. At its core, the study of metaphysics is a study of the nature of reality, of what exists in the world, what is it like, and how it is ordered. In metaphysics, philosophers wrestle with such questions as: is there a God? What is the truth? What is a person? What makes a person the same through time? Is the world strictly composed of matter? Do people have minds? If so, how is the mind related to the body? Do people have free wills? What is it for one event to cause another? Epistemology is a study of knowledge. It is concerned with what we can know about the world and how we can know it. Typical questions of concern in epistemology are: what is knowledge? Do we know anything at all? How do we know what we know? Can we be justified in claiming to know certain things? Ethics. The study of ethics often concerns what we ought to do and what it would be best to do. In struggling with this issue, larger questions about what is good and right arise. So the ethicist attempts to answer questions such as: what is good? What makes actions or people good? What is right? What makes actions right? Is morality objective or subjective? How should I treat others? Logic. Another important aspect of the study of philosophy is the arguments or reasons given for people as answers to these questions. To this end, philosophers employ logic to study the nature and structure of arguments. Logicians ask such questions as: what constitutes good or bad reasoning? How do we determine whether a given piece of reasoning is good or bad?
Rene Descartes. Rene Descartes was born on March 31, 1596, in a small town in central France. Descartes belonged to an upper-class family in France, and he was the youngest of 3 children. Descartes never married, but he had a daughter named Francine. Born in the Netherlands in 1635, he had moved to that country in 1628 because life in France was too bustling for him to concentrate on his work, and Francine's mother was a maid in the home where he was staying. He had planned to have the little girl educated in France, having arranged for her to live with relatives, but she died because of fever at the age of 5. And also, Descartes died at the age of 59 because of pneumonia. His works. Rene Descartes is considered as the father of modern Western philosophy. Descartes lays the foundation for rationalism, the philosophical view that regards reason as the chief source and test of knowledge. His most important contribution to philosophy include formulating the first modern version of mind-body dualism, inventing an original system based on methodic doubt, and shifting the focus in philosophy from what is true to what I can be certain. The phrase "I think, therefore I am" first appears in Discourse on the Method, but Descartes changed the wording to "I am, I exist" in his most famous work, Meditation on First Philosophy. In the Meditations, Descartes reflects on the fact that he has had many false beliefs, and he sets out to address that problem, with the hope of finding a way to ensure he only has true beliefs, and even that scientific research yields only truth as well. His strategy is to doubt or not believe any claim that is false or could be false. He recognized that his senses might be deceiving him now, since they have deceived him before. Since he has reasoned badly before, he thereby doubts all belief from his senses and from his faculty of reasoning, since those beliefs could be false. Once the coquito is discovered, Descartes argues it can serve as a foundation for how to find other truths that are certain. Descartes proposes that the cogito is undeniably true because it is clear and distinct. The cogito then serves as the foundation for a series of claims that build upon each other. According to Descartes, his reasoning establishes that what he originally doubted, he actually knows with certainty. He thereby defeats skeptical concern. Lastly, cogito ergo sum was the end of the search Descartes conducted for a statement that could not be doubted. He found that he could not doubt that he himself existed, as he is the one doing the doubting in the first place. And that's all. Thanks for watching.